गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. Om Shri Gangai Nathay Namah. Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Dada Gurudev. Jai Shri Gurudev to all of you. I welcome all of you to the session on the session of Guru Siyag Siddha. We are discussing Gurudev's written book Prophecies from the Holy Bible. This is the second book we are reading. First book we have already read about Guru Siyag Siddha, detailed information in religious revolution in the world. That book we did 11 sessions. Anybody who is a new initiate in Guru Siyag Siddha can watch all those 11 sessions, very small sessions, half an hour, and 12-13 minutes are repetitive in every session, basic. So if you see 20 minutes session, almost each 20 minute sessions and 11 sessions, if you watch all those sessions you will have detailed information about Guru Siyag Siddha. Once you have detailed information about Guru Siyag Siddha, then further we can evaluate on prophecies from the Holy Bible about the Comforter, and about why Gurudev is with us, why Gurudev has descended down on the earth to liberate all of us, what are the prophecies made by different foretellers and astrologers, and how Gurudev is the one about whom all the prophecies have been made. We are reading about Gurudev's life, Gurudev's transformation, and Gurudev's declaration about being a comforter, and Holy Bible, what it says about those things, how do we identify the comforter, and other Vedas, Upanishads, which are written in Sanskrit, in Vedic, Indian Vedic philosophy and Vedant. So we are correlating everything about the avatar, which is called in the Indian Vedic philosophy, Vedant, the Krishna's, Vishnu's 10th avatar, the Kalki avatar. He is the same Kalki avatar and the comforter which Jesus said he will send a comforter in the time period, when he mentioned the time period also. So we are taking up all the points, discussing all the points, and reaching to the conclusion that we have been blessed with comforter and we must follow him, his teachings, so that we all can be liberated from the sins that we have done to bondages us in the circle of life and death. So if we want to liberate from these regular occurrence of life and death, we must follow the comforter so that we can be liberated and we realize our true self. So this is the purpose of Siddha Yoga, this is the purpose of all this spiritual evolution. We are reading this chapter, and at this point of time we are reading 5th chapter, Initiation. 2 days we have already covered, and almost this chapter is covered, just a page left. So we will start this page reading and understand what we can extract from our experiences, as I am being practitioner of Guru Siyag Siddha for over 7 years. So whatever in my experiences, if I can extract something more about these writings as my experiences, I'll put down, and we'll start another chapter if we have time, as we take only 15 minutes of 30 minutes of the session. So we will start soon. Let's start it. And one more thing, today very surprisingly, or such a great thing happened. I always witness Gurudev's presence. When I do session, I always witness Gurudev along with me, and whatever I speak, I feel he is a guiding force, and it's all he who speaks. Sometimes I literally get those clues which make me very joyful, very blissful. And something happened today, like I do Hindi session before this session, which starts at 7 p.m. and goes up to 8, 8:15, 8:30. That is why our English session timing keeps on changing. During that session today, we have a great experience, which where I was talking some sister who was explaining her experience, recent experience, and after listening the experience, I was explaining about what is that experience is and how does it flow and how does it feel to other practitioner. What is this experience mean? And what I was saying is from the Gurudev's speeches, Gurudev's writings, and also I was just reading out some, speaking out what Gurudev has said about that particular experience. And whatever I said over there, in today's session, when we will end this session, this initiation session, the last page, it is the exact wording in Hindi, because the session is in Hindi. So exact wording in Hindi session I spoke, and the same words are written in the Hindi book. I will read it in English here, in translated version. But when I do this session, I just now give a look, just a glimpse of what we today will do. And I was telling my wife how great coincidence or how great occurrence of event it is, spiritual event in our life, that we witness Gurudev. Whatever we do in Hindi session, somehow the same thing happens in the English session with a little bit modification, because these are the new sessions, and in Hindi we have done more than 350 sessions in one series, then 100 session we have done before. So almost 500 sessions we have done in Hindi. So we have just started English session. Before that we had done 22 sessions. Now we are doing this session. I'm not counting the numbers, but I'm just comparing that in Hindi we have done a lot of things, and how critical or how surprising it is for me that whatever we are covering in Hindi, the same thing is happening in the English. I never plan anything, because these are the not same sessions, but that give us practical experiences. And here we are, same thing we are reading about what Gurudev has written about experiences, about our transformation. In Hindi sessions we talk about the transformation, and the same transformation comes into the words which Gurudev has given, that this will happen, this is how it goes. So it is so great to feel this kind of, so great to witness this kind of presence of Gurudev during all the sessions. So it's great feeling. Let's start. We were here at initiation. I'm just starting from the next part. I'm not recapping. Should I do that? Okay. 4 lines from the last session I'm just reading out. Practitioners, sadhaks from Siddha Yoga or Mahayog stage, which is accomplished by grace of Sadguru through Shaktipat, have been successful in obtaining knowledge about the 7 sheaths. And then several such examples are available in our Shastras, the holy scriptures. Patanjali's philosophy of yoga. Yoga has its 195 couplets only. Prescribed the functional method of prescribed the functional methods for attainment of Kevalyapad state. This is the recap. Now, today's session. From human form is the highest manifestation of God. All are agreed that man has been created as an image of his creator. Therefore, he is able to become and being like his creator by his own spiritual evolution. Lord Krishna in Gita has said, I'll read it in Hindi. उपदृष्टा अनुमंता च भर्ता भोक्ता महेश्वरः परमात्मेति चाप्युक्तो देहास्मिन् युरशः परः. Purush. The meaning of this shlok is, The supreme last line was परमात्मे ती च पायुक्तो देहे समिन पुरुषः परः. The supreme spirit in the body. Sometimes it is easy to read in English because Sanskrit words sometimes are so tongue twisters because we generally in India now Sanskrit has been eloped, actually has been erased from our education system. We read Sanskrit for a very small period of time during our course. It is such important language. I hope it come back soon as a major language in all India, because it is the mool. This is our base of Vedic scriptures. But still, see, we read it but not in detail, so sometimes the words are like tongue twister, and it's easy to read in English sometimes. The last word was like dehe smin purushaha purah. If you write it in read it in Sanskrit, it is tongue twister. Okay, let's understand the meaning of it. The supreme spirit in the body is said to be the witness, the permitter, the supporter, the experiencer, the great Lord, and the supreme self. Depending on the different conditions, different stages of the human mind state, he is being into the different state. But if we see overall, he is the replicate of, he is the image of God himself. And being a God himself, being a realization till he reaches his realization that he is God himself, he goes through the different stages. So depending upon the which state his mind is, he is into the that state. Like he will be different states as his progress towards the realization, self-realization. He will be permitter, he will be supporter, he will be experiencer, he will be great Lord, and the supreme self. These are the different stages. Being he can realize within this human body only. So this is the body where these all stages he feels. And last stage is the supreme self. Ananda, that is beyond the sensual pleasure, has been named as Hari by the saints. Sadguru Saint Sri Nanak Dev Ji has said, Bhang Dhatura Nanka utar jaye prabhat, Naam Khumari Nanka chadi rahe din raat. Literally translated, it means that all other intoxications, whether of hemp or dhatura, are temporary, whereas intoxication of the name of the Lord is eternal. Similarly, Sant Kabir has also said, नाम अमल उतरे ना भाई और अमल छिन छिन चढ़े उतरे, नाम अमल दिन बढ़े सवायो. It means, it is literally translation would mean that all other types of intoxications are momentary and transitory, whereas intoxication of God's name is ever growing and eternal. This is the first shlok was written in Bhagavad Gita, Vedic scripture, Indian Vedic scripture, Gita. Then there are saints Nanak Dev Ji and Kabir Ji. They have also felt it and said it in their own words. And the same thing is written in the Bible. But Holy Bible says, we come across such saying in the Holy Bible also. It is an inner bliss that all true believers experience in their hearts. This remains in the heart and is not transient like worldly pleasures. His joy is perfect and keep filling cups of our hearts till they overflow. God's pleasure, which flow through our heart, can overflow to others also. The bliss will establish peace. This bliss will establish peace. This last paragraph which I read from the Holy Bible explains the transformation, the real transformation when a practitioner goes through. And the same transformation today we witnessed in our Hindi session. That's what I was talking about. And we explained this particular thing, how it happens. The last line which is written is, His joy is perfect and keeps filling cups of our heart till they overflow. God's pleasure which flows through our heart can overflow to others also. There is a story, there is an incident which Gurudev used to tell. Once he asked a priest of a church, a padri, a church father, some administrator from the church. He asked about the Bible has written, the Holy Bible has written that the same line. He asked to them the explanation. How does it explain? How you explain these things which is written in the Holy Bible, that heart, that joy which fill our hearts till they overflow, and God's pleasure which flow through our heart can overflow to the others also. What does it means? So what they did, they made a drawing of two cups, and the water is flowing out of the cup. When they said this picture to Gurudev, the Gurudev was in a position that he was he was feeling really that how means ignorant those are being a administrator or a padri or a father, being a father or priest in a church. They do not understand the basic philosophy of Holy Bible, basic education given by Jesus. They do not understand this, and they are trying to explain the bliss, the eternal bliss, with the pictures, with the cup and wet water that this is flowing. They do not have any explanation, and the right explanation, because they haven't felt it. That stage they haven't reached. So Gurudev was in a position. He said, I didn't know whether should I laugh or I should be thinking about how sad this is. That what is the condition of the people, those who are the administrator, those are who are leading many other people's faith, explaining the Bible to them, the meaning of Jesus' prophecies, teachings, how they can teach million of people when even they do not have gone through that transformation. So Gurudev says, this transformation, this bliss, this joy which will overflow from your heart, which will first fill your own heart, and it will also overflow to the others, and it will fill their heart also. That transformation, that state will reach by the Siddha, by the initiation I give you. And once you reach to this position, because this is bliss, this is joy, when one person is in the state of joy, and his joy is overflowing and flow to the people those he is near to or is talking to, will also fill their heart, will also bring their transformation also. So by this, the one person who attains the peace, state of peace, can initiate the same state, the environment for others also. This is how it will spread like anything, and the entire world will fill up with this peace. Only then the real peace in the world will be established. There is no other mean of establishing a peace. This is how the Siddha Yoga works. This is how it transforms the human being. This is how the new generation which is coming will have a divine body, which is being explained by the Rishi Aurobindo. This is the main philosophy. This is the main teaching of Holy Bible, of Jesus. That's what he wants to tell us, that the transformation should be inner. When the Comforter will come, he will initiate you with the Holy Ghost. That is how the initiation is done, when a capable Guru who initiate you on the path of Siddha Yoga. Everything happens automatically inside you, because you are initiating with the element, with the Guru element, the supreme element. The Comforter is an element, being a Guru element. He is being real into the physical form. He came and he is initiating. Everyone is transforming. Whoever is coming in contact and following seriously and with full devotion, surrendering to the Comforter, he is achieving this state. And this is most impeccable, important, marvelous, magical transformation you ever witness in the people when you meet them, when you see them. And today exactly this thing happened in the Hindi session, in the end of the session. And I cannot tell you how overjoyed I am. It's not my own overjoy, but the bliss which overflew from that sister, her transformation, her belief system, she is now more uh, um, more confirmed about his practice, more uh, samarpit. She is more devotee now. She has more devotion towards Gurudev. Her belief is now more firm about the sadhana, about the Gurudev, about her transformation, that this is the real path. This is the joy which eliminates all the sorrows and all the diseases and everything. This is real peace when you feel his presence. This is the peace. That means the first shloka which is being given in the Gita, which we read, that the supreme spirit in the body is said to be the witness, drishta. The first thing is drishta. This is the first transformation which a practitioner goes. We witness ourselves, we witness our transformation, we witness the Supreme Lord, we witness His presence. And when we know He is with us, the real peace, the real this is exactly when your fear dies, when you get out of your every kind of fear, when you feel His presence. This is how the transformation comes. And this is exactly the first shlok which we read today is, the Supreme Spirit in the body is said to be witness. It becomes a witness. It witnesses everything, the presence, the happenings, the changes, the presence of Lord, the presence of Guru. Then the permitter. Permitter means everything happens in the entire world is happen with His grace, with His order. So let it happen, everything. Let happen. You do not become a blockage to your own ascension, to your own on mind gossips and everything. You let it flow. Okay. You do not get bothered of your own thoughts and your own indulgence, divergence. You just let it. Those things does not affect you. The situations of the life does not affect you. You let the things happen. So you are like as free. You feel very free. And this is exact. The sister said, I am feeling so light and free, because with the witness, she is also attaining the stage of permitter. Everything, let it happen. Everything is happening with His grace. Everything is cool. Everything is just right for me, for the entire world. I should not be a blockage to anybody's ascensions, to anybody's happiness. I should not build plans. I should not web the different schemes into others' lives. I should not block others, whether they are enjoying their life physically, mentally, spiritually. I be just let be me a witness and witness everybody their happiness. The occurrence, the wind is blowing, the sun is shining, the flowers are blossoming, and everything is just happening. The day, the time, the clock, the experiences, the words, everything is just happening. Let me sit and witness and let happen everything. I should not be the blockage of anything. I am the permitter. This is such a cool and a stage of being calm, absolutely calm. There is no thought crosses your mind. Nothing push you, nothing force you to do anything. You are just in the position of ultimate time. And the supporter. You are being a support to the universe. Let it happen. What I can do, I can support the things. I can be with the things. I can be with the flow. If air is flowing in that direction, I must flow in that direction. I must not oppose or go against the things and end. Let everyone be happy. The experiencer. And being a witnesser, being a permitter, being a supporter, you experience the real bliss. You experience the God, you experience the presence, you experience Him and the great Lord. And you feel that I am being a part of the Lord, being the part of the Supreme. I am myself is Him. This is what the exact whole shloka is. The supreme spirit in the body is said to be the witness, the permitter, the supporter, the experiencer, the Lord, the great Lord, and the supreme self. I am the one, I am in everything. This is the state of bliss. This is what overflows from one heart to another heart. This is what we have felt today. This is rarest occurrence, but this is a must occurrence in every practitioner's practice. Everyone should go through this. And these kind of experiences help you to ascend only, help you to progress in your practice. This is what Bible says. It overflows and fill the other's hearts too. First it fill your own heart, then overflow it. Because it is, Lord Krishna says, it is undying bliss, Akshay Anand, which never dies. Happiness, material happiness can die. Today you are happy with something, next day you will not be, or maybe after 10 years you will not be happy with the position or with particular thing which make you happy today. But the bliss is everlasting. It never ends. It remains forever. This is what keep you filling with, because it never ends, so your heart is always filled with the bliss, always with the peace. So this peace is never ending, because the peace you have will never end. It is not created by the materialistic thing. It is being, it was always there. But you are into the state of being, and this is the very great occurrence, very great realization. Being bliss, being become bliss, becoming and being. So this is the real yoga, the condition of real yoga with the Lord Krishna. This is when the conscious, the Chetana, reaches over here and it feels the presence of the Lord, the Krishna, and really happens the yoga. From here the real yoga starts. Transformation starts. These are not only the words written in Vedants, or these are not mere we are just reading it out. Why? But we are going through the transformation. This is real. Otherwise it was a book only. I would have reading something else. I had a plan because I didn't know I am going to explain such things. As in the start I said, he speaks in the Hindi session, in the English session also. The more detailed information I am receiving from him is right now when I am speaking about it. I am realizing more and more about the occurrence, about the shloka, which I just read it and I just passed it. But before the end of the session, I went back to the shloka and I am elaborating more, because I am getting more from inside. I am getting more information and realization of it, because I have experienced it now. So you all can experience this bliss, this transformation. He is the real comforter. He said, what transformation I have been gone through, or what I have achieved with the grace of Guru, I can make you achieve the same thing. The only condition is surrender. You surrender to the Guru with full devotion. Make my transformation possible. I am in your shelter. Make my transformation possible. Surrender it. That is the only key which makes Guru help you to transform you. Real comforter. It happens from the inside. Everything changes from the inside. There is nothing happens from the outside. The joy, the bliss which we felt from that sister does not came from the outside. She is in the Delhi, I am into the Calcutta. 2000, more than 2000 kilometers, or somehow 2000 kilometers, I guess. There is nothing she transferred. Her heart was so peaceful, was so full of bliss, and our heart also filled with the bliss, the peace, which is what I am able to explain the real meaning of the shloka. Because of her state, I could understand the shloka better. This is infectious. The bliss is infectious, and it is a good infection. All right, today the session we will start the next chapter, sixth chapter, Word being the creator of all beings. This is very important chapter, and every chapter is important. Tomorrow we will start new chapter. So today for this, and today now we will listen to the great Sanjeevani mantra given by Gurudev. When you listen the Gurudev's voice, he himself is in his voice, in his mantra. Somebody who listen the mantra and start chanting it, he is chanting the Gurudev himself. Gurudev himself descending down into the heart of the chanter. So let's hear the Sanjeevani mantra, and rest of the process, how you chant the mantra, how you go on. If you need more information about Guru Siyag Siddha Yoga, you can give a comment on this video, and I will get in touch. I will explain into the next session. I will take your question into the next session, and you can get connected with me through WhatsApp. My number is 8777211139. This is my WhatsApp number, and you can get in touch with me with WhatsApp and with the comments on the box. May this number be, how long this number will be, maybe you are watching this session after many years, so it's better if this number is not in presence. You can just send your comment. I'll then take up that comment at that time. Okay, so let's hear the mantra of Gurudev. And
what does yoga mean? Yoga means a union of the soul with God or the universal consciousness force. What are the benefits of Siddha Yoga? Siddha Yoga heals, cures or frees the body from any physical illness, adds various forms of cancers, diabetes, arthritis, asthma, and even genetic disease like hemophilia. In the case of disease such as AIDS, which attacks the entire body, the patient may experience internal kriyas like sensation or heat, electricity or tingling. According to Siddha Yoga philosophy, the divine power awakened by the enlightened Guru gets transmitted through his blissful voice to the listeners, irrespective of language spoken by the Guru. This divine power transmissions occurs smoothly and remain unaffected by the language being used. A regular practice of Siddha Yoga strengthens the immune system. The Kundalini acts as a protective shield of the immune system and wards off the onslaught or recurrence of any disease. Impact of Kundalini awakening. The Kundalini makes the practitioner perform kriyas that are specific to his needs. With this cleaning, the practitioner is cured of all kinds of chronic and even terminal disease such as HIV, AIDS, cancer, arthritis, etc. and genetic disorder like hemophilia. Mental application too are completely cured and stress is completely relieved. Cling, Krishna, cling, Krishna, cling, Krishna, cling, Kling, Krishna, Kling, Kling, Krishna, Kling, Kling, Krishna, Kling, Kling, Krishna, Kling, Kling, Krishna, Kling.
So this is a Sanjeevani mantra in Gurudev's voice, and I wish everyone watch this video, reach to the maximum people. It's up to Gurudev, whoever watched this video. I'm sure we'll have more understanding about Guru Siyag Siddha. We will meet tomorrow, maybe at same time around 8:30. Till then, to all of you, Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Dada Gurudev.